What's going on, everyone? This is Jay from Premier Gaming Entertainment, and I'm literally just got back from Taco Mac watching the game, national championship game. Funny fact: the person that actually waited us today was an Ohio State fan, so that was not a good omen for me. He claimed that he was going to root for us for the Big Ten. I don't know. But anyways, that's not what I wanted to talk about. I just thought that was interesting that that was the case, that he was an Ohio State fan. But I want to talk about the game. I thought we were going to do much better than what we did. Don't get me wrong, I'm proud of the guys. I'm proud of the way that they played. Despite what people say, I'm proud that we were able to make it to the national championship game. How many teams can say that they've made it to a national championship twice in 6 years? With completely different players. So that in itself is a huge accomplishment. I think that the coaching job that John Beilein has done at Michigan is completely under the radar and completely underrated. He gets literally the most out of the players that he has. He's not running around with big 5-star recruits, top 50 recruits or anything like that. He's getting guys that most teams are overlooking or not even considering. Their best player is a guy from Germany. So, I feel that, even though we lost this game tonight, I'm not going to hang my head. I think that we had an amazing ride, an amazing season, and the future is great for this basketball team. As far as the game goes, we started out well. We played well at the beginning. Defensively, we were playing great on them. We were limiting their threes. We're forcing them into difficult 2-point shots. They were making some shots, and it's just like the floodgates just opened up. We got a little bit lax on defense as far as coverage, and the honest to God story of the game and the difference in the game was that one guy that they got off the bench. Dante, I can't even pronounce his last name. No disrespect, but obviously he was the key to the whole game and the key to them winning. We had absolutely no answer for him, and it's funny that overall I think that our defensive coverage on the threes was good. It's just they hit a lot of deep threes, especially him. Threes from 5, 6, 7 feet behind the 3-point line. And I think just his play overall was something that we didn't anticipate, something that we didn't plan for. Our coverage around the 3-point line was very good, but our coverage on deeper threes beyond that, we just let him shoot, and we didn't. It's like we didn't learn that this guy can hit deep threes. And that just completely opened up the game for us. I thought the real difference maker was at the end of the first half, where there was about a few plays in a row where I felt that we didn't get the calls and they went against us. Like first it was like an out of bounds play where it looked like it was clearly off of Villanova. Then there was a foul call that didn't get called, I think when Simpson drove, and then another time when Simpson drove and it should have been called a goaltend. They didn't call it a goaltend, it was just a block, and then Villanova got the ball because the ball got pinned between the backboard and the rim. That sequence of events, and then them hitting threes, just blew the game from being a real close 3-point game to being a 9-point game at half. And we just never recovered from it. It was like, once that happened, Um, we tried to battle back, but it's just like when we get it, within maybe like 12 points, they'd hit a three. And we work our way back, get it back down to like 12 points again, then you hit a three. And we just couldn't recover. The guy just killed us. Absolutely killed us. And it's like, I know that the coaching staff, it's like, you game plan for everything. I felt that they did a great job on, who was supposed to be their best player. He didn't even have, for the most part, we didn't even hear about him. He wasn't really doing a whole lot of stuff as far as, making plays, hitting shots, or anything like that. I think Simpson did a good job on him. He was pretty much a non-factor. It was just this one guy off the bench, and he just absolutely killed us. So, it's disappointing that we lost the game. I felt that we had an opportunity to win. I felt the team was good enough that we could win. It's just, we just didn't have enough. We didn't have, starting lineup was good, but, not enough players were stepping up to fill in the void. Wagner had a good game, played well, but nobody else helped them. It was just simply him doing everything, and on top of, their one guy off the bench absolutely killing us, our rebounding was very, very lax. They killed us on rebounding. For us, it was one and done, no offensive rebounds. For them, they were getting a whole bunch of second chance points. You add that in with the threes that they were getting in the second half, and it just snowballed. From what was very good defense in the first half, as far as covering their threes, went to guys now getting wide open looks. And part of that, I'm sure, was just them being discouraged and, just not playing, up to their standards. I felt that, well, for this whole tournament, except for one game, they really did not shoot the ball well. And, obviously, at this point, you can't blame it on that 1 week layoff. I blame that for the first 2 games that they played. But it's like, they didn't shoot well for the tournament overall, except for one game. And the only thing that held them in was their defense. But this team that they played tonight was just too good on offense. So, like I said, I'm proud of the team. I'm proud of the guys. They played hard. The future is great. It's going to be interesting to see if Mo is going to stick around or if he's going to go to the NBA. I know from these last couple of games, his draft stock has gone up considerably. So I don't know whether or not he's going to stay for a senior year or go straight to the NBA. I don't want to jinx anything. It'd be nice if he returned back, because I think this team would be, just as good to make a run to, contend for another championship again. But we just have to wait and see on that. I'm not sure as far as the recruiting goes, who's coming in for us, but we have a couple players that we're going to have to replace in Duncan Robinson and Muhammad, but I think that we'll be okay as far as that goes. If you look at it, we didn't get anything from our bench for this game. Duncan was a no-show, and it's funny, the stats, when he doesn't score 6 points, are staggering, and I don't even think he scored. He barely even played, to be honest with you. And I'm sure that's probably from a matchup and defensive standpoint, but still, it made a huge difference in the game. So, I'm not mad, I'm not sad or anything like that. I'm happy that we made it. I just wish that we could have won it all. I know Coach said that he didn't feel the pressure of winning it for the Big Ten, but it would have been nice to win it for the Big Ten. So, anyways, that's it for the video. Thank you for watching it. If you're a Michigan fan out there, be proud of the guys for making it this far. At the beginning of the season, even in the middle of the season, I didn't think that we were gonna be this good and be on this long of a run. But overall, we had a great season. Nothing to be ashamed of. Nothing to be disappointed about. We just have to see what happens next year. Anyways, thank you for watching. Have a great day, and go blue.